Hello, I'm Mantastic'c and Fantastic, and today I want to talk about Shiva Dragon farming. So, in order to farm for Shiva Dragon's new evolution, which is incredibly strong, and ideally you have 3 copies in total of, you need to use the fixed leaders that they give you for the dungeon. So you need to utilize God-type cards, or you may have insufficient health to actually tank the hits, because I think the dungeon is balanced around the fact that, things are gods, and you cannot have any weapon assists. So I feel like the most accessible team would be triple Minervas and 1 Story Karen. Minervas are a 3-turn cooldown that generates fire orbs. You need to match 2 fire combos to get your shield from Shiva, and Minerva is a way to possibly do it, along with the fact that Rose can deal damage, a VDP does tons of damage, and one of the Minervas, I think, for bare minimum, is have all of them with Devil Killers, attack while above 50%. You could probably do the other ones like that if you really wanted, if I think about it, but I don't think it's quite necessary. I didn't do that for mine, and I'm doing okay. Story Karen has 7 combo and 4 Devil Killers again. Story Karen is invaluable because she gives you a full health heal. And the full health heal is needed for the boss part because on the boss, you want to use your Shiva shield on the very first turn to tank the hit. And then Karen when you are actually... when the boss increases your health to an exceptionally large amount, because Karen's active actually provides a 100% full heal. And it's also an attack buff for floor 1, so it just solves multiple problems. And basically, on floor 1, all you're doing is popping Karen, the Minerva, and going. The hardest part is trying to control your damage on the follow-up attack floor. But if you have 2 Seinas and you actually... If you have 2 Seinas, you can actually utilize this team here, and you actually have enough skill boost to get going. Basically, you take all 3 turns on floor 1, then use Karen and kill, and then on floor 2, you gotta use Sheet, and then you kill with a follow-up attack. Sheet actually has follow-up attack, and she makes a column of hearts as well as water and then some fire orbs. So, good chance you can activate with Sheet there and kill, and then you just start using Seinas after they transform, and then you have a great time overall because now you have orb generation that makes hearts, and I feel like this team would be better, but I don't have 2 Seinas. And in theory, Sheet can actually utilize this skill boost plus latent. So you'd actually have more skill boost than you're actually entitled to if you're having issues hitting skill boost thresholds. But with that being said, let me utilize my Minerva team because that's what I have. I don't actually have... Well, I have a second Seina, but it's a weapon assist and I can't reverse it. But those are the 2 teams that I think would be able to do well. Minerva team does work well. It's just slower, I guess, or maybe less consistent. But I don't know. It still feels reasonably safe as long as you just can control your damage. So make sure you match 2 combos, eh? I think that's more than enough damage. It kills it. And this is the part where I have to control my damage, and it becomes quite difficult to do. Minervas also give themselves a 5 times personal attack buff, which actually ends up being tremendous amounts of damage. So, I think if I can 7 combo with 2 fire, I think it is enough. Just 2 fire. Stop! Yes! Perfection! He jumps up, I jump up for joy. This is the most tedious part of the dungeon. That's why I thought the Seina team would do well, because I don't have to deal with that nonsense of resolve being just annoying. Get that water cascade here. Oh, water row. What are you doing? Alright, so I don't have Karen's attack buff, but I don't need it when you really think about it, because damage should be high enough as long as I hit 7 combos. Oh, I had 1 more combo on this side, but it's enough. Thankfully, Karen does do big damage. Alright, Krishna is annoying. I don't have a place to squeeze in damage absorption, so you just need to grind this out. And I don't have enough fire orbs, so if I use Shiva now, he will come back up because I will be able to stall a bit more on the next floor. There are no skyfalls, so there's actually no chance of my orbs falling into position, so this is actually a little risky. That's one drawback of using Minerva teams, is that, well, this can happen. So I do have activation at least now, even though I'm leader swap, which hurts. So I need to heal as much as I can, because I don't have damage reduction here, and this is a problem. And Seinas would actually help with this aspect if I had that team. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Okay. Okay. So he's got big damage reduction now. I need to kill it now. No hearts, so this is where it could get dicey. Oops. Made the 7 combos. It's enough to kill. Many things are actually devil type spawns, hence why there are devil killers. So my actives are coming up at appropriate times, so I could kill Parvati as fast as possible if it's looking feasible. So how many orbs do I have? Not enough for VDP, but I can heal, and I'm going to take this opportunity to actually heal lots. So you could VDP this part, you could chip it down. If you wait long enough and all the VDP goes away, you have a bit of an easier time afterwards. So I think it's almost better to not even try and VDP at the start, because you're more likely to possibly run into combo shield issues. So good, the void goes away after this next turn, and I'll be fine by then. So maybe this will push it under at Super Resolve. No. So now it's fine, like, it's a bit of grinding involved, unfortunately. So now it's definitely going to push it under. And then all I need to do is make sure I make enough combos. But it should be doable on 7x6 along with all these combo orbs. So just focus on matching combos and I'll be fine. Maybe a TPA if I really am feeling adventurous. So there's the TPA because I said I was feeling adventurous. So many combos, it should be dead. Outstanding. On to the last floor. So, on the very first turn, you must use Shiva's shield. Because Shiva Dragon buffs himself up to attack super hard, and that's obviously a problem. So Shiva is your solution for this now. So pop your Shiva, make sure you match 2 fire combos. And then all your happiness does disappear in terms of the bigger board. I made enough there. I won't have many fire orbs for the next turn. It's okay. He'll make me some because he's a polite individual. Alrighty, got some hearts, got my stuff. We're going to make sure I do this properly. Nice. Found extra combos. So Shiva is going to go down below. And now what I do is he's going to change your max HP. And that could be problematic. But Karen is a full health heal. So we're going to use Karen and heal up because the next hit is large. And that's bad. So as long as I match 2 fire combos, I'm okay. That actually did a lot more damage than I thought it would. So, Hephaestus Dragon now is what you use here during the absorption. Hephaestus Dragon lets me... See, that was a big hit. 217,000. Big hit. So, we use Hephaestus Dragon to cancel out the attribute absorption. And then I'm going to use another Minerva. Now, all of my Minervas have their 5 times boost. So, in theory, my damage is higher. Well, not in theory. It actually is higher. It just is higher. So this should be definitely enough. Smashing success. So, like, as a whole, this team, I think, is reasonably safe. It does require maybe a bit of luck or finesse on the, what's it called? The resolve floor. I got fortunate there. It worked first try, so I felt pretty good. So it's definitely a much better video overall. And you need 4 of these gems to make a Shiva Dragon. So, like, I've got my first Shiva Dragon successfully done, because where is Shiva Dragon at? Like, if I were to evolve it, it would require... Well, I need that, and I also need to be max level too. But point is, it needs 4 of these. So if you have 3 Shiva Dragons, you can create a beautiful system, because every 3 turns, you have 2 rows of fire orbs instantly made that you can swipe, and he actually has 2 of these super enhanced matching, or brick blob awakening. So one of the most outrageous damage stats with all the rows, combo orbs. It's just beautiful with itself. So... with that being said, hopefully this video gives you some insight as to what you can do to tackle this dungeon. I think the Minerva team is definitely safer. If you have 2 Seinas and you can make that other team, I'd like for you to try it out and let me know how it goes. But regardless of all that, hopefully you all have a truly fantastic day. I wish you all the best luck in your own pad adventures, and happy puzzling.